I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but Mario sports games might actually be back! Mario Tennis Fever is the latest installment in the spin-off series of Mario sports games, and after the semi-alright installment on the first Switch, Mario Tennis Aces, it's good to have a new Mario Tennis game that doesn't suck absolute fucking balls. So that's right, I've been playing this game a lot lately, and I've been having a lot of fun with this one. There's a couple of caveats here. I'm not saying that this game is necessarily perfect, but compared to some of the Mario sports games that we've had in the last couple of years, especially during the Switch 1 era, it's a nice refresher to finally have a new Mario sports game that is actually pretty fucking good. Like, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this. This game is fun. It's a lot of fun. I think it's actually the third best Mario Tennis game. I'm not a huge fanatic of the original Mario Tennis on the N64. I mean, it's a game that I'll go back once in a while and just play it for nostalgia's sake. It's not one that I'm dying to replay every time. Mario Power Tennis, that is a goated ass Mario Tennis game. The game takes so much from all of the Mario franchise and combines it in amazing ways with the tennis gameplay, but also all the other extra game modes that the game has are really fucking fun. Then we have Mario Tennis Open on the 3DS, which I don't remember much of. I just remember being like, this is okay, I guess. And then we had Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. That's about enough of that. Then we had Mario Tennis Aces on the Switch 1, which was a step above Ultra Smash, but it felt like it still needed some more pizzazz, some more spice to it to really give it that good special Mario sports kick. And I'll be honest, I was pretty hesitant about this new Mario Tennis because, again, the Switch 1 era of Mario sports games wasn't necessarily the best. Mario Tennis Fever is actually a lot more special. First of all, let's talk about those fever rackets. This is a new mechanic of the game that is kind of replacing each character having their own special move, kind of how in Aces was, where in Aces every character had a specific move that was related to that character. Here in Mario Tennis Fever, they kind of remove that, and instead they give you different tennis rackets that have different abilities and different things that either affect the court or give you a special boost or give you just a special ability. And some of these rackets are really cool. Some definitely are better than others, but for the most part, I think all of them are pretty fun and pretty useful in their own way. My favorite personally has to be the Ice Flower. I just love throwing that goddamn ball into the ground and just freezing the entire side of my opponent. It's really fucking fun just watching them constantly fumble. I've been seeing some people talking about how the Bullet Bill racket is really broken and it's going to be a huge meta of the game. First of all, I think it's really funny that people are talking about meta in a game like Mario Tennis, but at the same time, I've played against people online that use the Bullet Bill racket. Brother, this shit is easy. So everybody's saying that the Bullet Bill racket is too broken and it's going to ruin the game. I think you just need to get better, bro. And of course, with all these rackets, you also have to have a big roster of characters. And this has a big roster. It probably is, well, it's not probably. The game's marketing itself tells you that this is the biggest roster in Mario Tennis history. And it's a pretty good roster. For the most part, obviously, there are a couple of characters that I'm like, do we really need this? Like, I understand why these characters are here. I understand that there's a reason why the baby characters are here and why they decided to add more baby characters into the game. I don't know, the baby characters just don't really do it for me. Other than that, I feel like most of the roster I think is really fun. Pete Piranha is here, Dry Bowser is here. A lot of really fun, kooky characters are in this roster. And it makes me happy that the way that you unlock these characters is through playing the game. The same I can say about the rackets. I like where games actually make you work to like unlock characters and unlock certain things. I wish my boy King K. Rool was in the roster. Maybe in a free update? Maybe, wink wink wink, maybe. And the other extra game modes are also really fun. There's the trial towers, which just makes you go do different trials in 3 different towers, and all of these have like different challenge to them. Again, a lot of these aren't really hard, like even if you put them in advanced difficulty, it just makes it slightly a little more challenging. But the computer in these games isn't the smartest, so most of the time this shit is a breeze, yet it's still pretty fucking fun. So I'm not really complaining that much. much. You also have other extra modes like ring shot, where you and another player have to constantly throw back a tennis ball through different rings. Some rings can grow, some rings are very little. If you go through many rings, it increases your points. There's also a piranha plant game mode where these different piranha plants will start spitting out tennis balls. Some might even have fever effects, so beware of that. The same I could say about the Wonder game mode, where you actually get to use Wonder Flower effects from Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And there's the talking flowers. Talking flowers are like commentators. It's a lot of fun. The main thing about that game mode is that you need to get as many or like more Wonder seeds from your opponent. All of these extra game modes are so much fun. Then there's the swing mode, that is just like the motion control mode. I do think that's kind of weird that the motion control mode of the game is its own separate thing. You can't just kind of toggle it in any of these other modes. You have to like choose that specific game mode to like play with motion controls. A little weird, but I'm gonna give it a pass because it's not that big of a deal, honestly. The game actually has like a couple of achievements that make the game a little bit more interesting, but these achievements actually make you want to stay and keep playing to get all of these achievements. Now, of course, there's also the adventure mode, aka the story mode of Mario Tennis Fever. This is kind of where things get messy. This is where my complaints mostly come from the game, because everything else about the game I really like. Like, for the most part, if it was just the game itself, the tennis experience with all these extra game modes, Mario Tennis Fever would be like a 9 out of 10. But there is the adventure mode, and the adventure mode is kind of underwhelming, to be honest. The first area of the game is this pretty open, like, tennis academy that could be a lot of fun if it wasn't just a big fucking tutorial, if it actually meant something for like the quote-unquote plot of the adventure. That first area in the adventure mode is really just a big fucking tutorial, and it feels like it's never going to end. It's that long. It takes too fucking long to get through that tutorial area, and it's just, oh god, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of that first area because it really consumes a lot of your time that I could just be spending playing the normal tennis game. But once you get out of that first area, I think the rest of the adventure mode is pretty alright. There are some fun challenges or like things that you do in the adventure mode that are actually kind of creative and fun. And there are a couple of cutscenes, not a lot, but the few cutscenes that the adventure mode has are of great quality. They look amazing. It's complicated for me with the adventure mode because the adventure mode to me is a slight step up from Aces. If you just made the tutorial its own option in the menu, I would have been completely alright with that, but you decided to put it in the adventure mode, and that pissed me off. But after that, everything else is pretty alright for the most part. It's not amazing, it's nothing mind-blowing, but it's definitely better than that first area of the adventure mode. Also, I didn't really talk about the tennis courts. This is also something that past modern Mario sports games have been really lacking. It's just the creativity when it comes to like the actual stages or like the courts in these Mario sports games, specifically in the last couple of Mario Tennis games. Like Mario Tennis Open and Ultra Smash really feel bare bones when it came to like their court designs. Mario Tennis Aces just like upgraded a little bit from that, but not super drastically. Now Mario Tennis Fever is like a combination of your typical tennis court that looks kind of generic, but then there's like other tennis courts that are a little bit more pleasing to the human eye, but they also have a couple of really creative tennis courts. I'm still shocked that they actually put real effort and actually went out of the way to be creative with a modern Mario sports game. This gives me hope that the future of Mario sports games on the Switch 2 is going to be pretty damn good. Like, I'm actually excited to see what Camelot has in store for the future of Mario sports games. What I would do to have another Mario Sluggers. Oh my god, please. So with all these things combined and with my mixed feelings on the adventure mode, Mario Tennis Fever is a pretty damn good game. It's a game that definitely surprised me. Like, I expected it to be okay or like decent at best. I didn't expect that it was gonna be this fun. Okay, but I did forget about one thing, and that is the pricing of the game. This is a $70 game, so the real question is, should I buy this? If I have a Switch 2, should I spend the $70 on this game? That's a bit of a hard question because that really depends on you, really, on what you think is worth it. $70? This game is fun. The game is great. The only real issues of this game come from the inconsistencies and the mixed bag that the adventure mode is. But other than that, the game is a lot of fun and it gives you a lot of things to do and a lot of things to play. If you're looking for just another game to play on your Switch too, I definitely think you should pick it up. If you are just looking for a good Mario sports game, a good Mario tennis game, you should definitely pick it up. And if you just want another multiplayer game on your Switch too that isn't Mario Kart World or Mario Party to play with your friends and family, then you should definitely pick it up. I do think it's worth it for that reason alone. But again, it is $70, so I wouldn't necessarily blame anybody for skipping it for now, but definitely in the near future, you should definitely pick it up because it is really fun. So my final rating for Mario Tennis Fever is going to be an 8 out of 10. Like I said, I think the game is a lot of fun. It has a lot of great game mechanics and it's just a very well polished game. This game also looks really good. It looks fucking beautiful for a Mario Tennis game. I was shocked on how gorgeous this game actually looks. I'm just salivating on what that next 3D Mario game is gonna look like. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. What do you think of Mario Tennis Fever? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or just kind of in the middle? Let me know down in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think about it. And like always, good day, good night, and stay safe.